Hello, colleagues. My name is Claudia Ava, and I am a kindergarten teacher in District 4. I'm also your virtual content specialist for kindergarten math. As we look at today's games, we're going to be looking at day 7 of the brand new Unit 7, and we're going to be looking at this really cool game. You can click on it on the implementation guidance for this lesson, and this game is called Race to the Top 10 Frames. Share your screen and demonstrate how to play the game. Read the directions on the screen aloud and model how to play the game. Play a few rounds with the class. Please know that this game, like most other games, can be played as a solitaire or in pairs where students take turns. Let's go ahead and get into the game so I can show you how to use it within your class. So once you click on this, you're going to be dealing one card from each deck and you're going to find the sum. This one doesn't have the audio instructions, but it does have the instructions here. Find the sum, write that number in the correct column on the recording sheet using the pen tool. The game is over when one column is full. So you will tap here, and your children are then to add how many they have here. Let me show you the entire board. Apologies for that. So it looks like this. The numbers are down here. You know that you're always going to get 10 from the 10 cards. So what you're really looking for is this other number. Let's see how long it takes your children to figure this out. So once they have this, they will count 14. They will come here to the pen tool and they will write the number 14 in this column, just like this. Once they write the number, make sure that they click on the arrow and they click on the cards again. How many now? Your children are probably getting very fast at this and now saying 12. So go ahead. This game is over when you fill in the recording sheet when one column is done. Remind them that they have to click on the arrow in order to be able to tap on the cards again. So now you get the idea. So now they will record 10 here. Now, this may be a little complicated for some of your children. Some of your children might still have difficulty counting to 10. Listen, it's been a rough year. We've been virtual the entire time. Some children are still having trouble, and that's completely okay. As a reminder, on day 2, we introduced the game by clicking on the implementation guide. It says how many to 10. In this game, it's kind of like the easier version of this one. Once your children can master this, then you can bring them back to the game that we're introducing now. So they will click on the 10 frame cards. They will bring it over here. Of course, this one will be a 0. Let's do another one. How many to 10? Now, apologies. I can definitely do it with the 0. How many to 10? Your children will notice that there are none here. So they will come here with the stamp. They will click. And they will have to add 10 counters. I'm not a fan of working with the number 0 on my first try, as you probably just noticed. But I will make sure that I follow what we're doing. So then you will come here to the pen option. You will write that your card had 0 and you had 10. There you go. Again, click on the arrow and now bring this over. You have the 1 in red. So you have to make sure that you put the 1 in red here. So for this one, I'm going to go back to my counters. I'm going to click on the red one. I received 1 from this card. And now how many more do I have to add? Now this will be additional practice if some of your students are still struggling with making 10 using the 10 frame cards, or even without the cards if they're just struggling to make 10. This will be an easier version. And remember that all of these games that have been introduced so far, they can all be added to your repertoire for each day. So you might choose to have your children play this one, or you might choose to go ahead and continue to have them play this one on this day. Remember, we are working on day 7. So now what are some of the things that we are assessing? Go ahead and check out the assessment guidance for this lesson. Can your children count on from the 10 card? Can they accurately write teen numbers? Can they recognize teen numbers as 10 ones and some ones? And then for your summary slide, how did you figure out how many dots there were? This is when you can really tell whether they were able to figure out that this one always had 10 and they were just adding on. We hope that you have found these quick little games useful. We hope that you've enjoyed playing them in your class. We'll talk to you soon, colleagues.